Going live Thursday morning. Inspired thoughts. Good morning. Kimberly here once again with the Make a Difference Academy, and dropping my elbow off the table. That's fun. A little blooper to start things off. So happy Thursday, and today I want to talk to you about hitting the reset button. I think something that we could all benefit from, keeping in mind that we have an opportunity always when needed to hit the reset button. And I would even say it's a practice, it's a skill that can be honed, so to speak. You know, kind of the more we practice it, the better we get at it. Well, I'll start by sharing a little story. So I was taking our son Tyler to preschool one day, and he was only a little over 4 years old, and struggling with going to school and being left there. He went 3 days a week for like 5 hours, and this one particular day he had been doing pretty well, but this one particular day for some reason he did not want to go and had a bit of a breakdown in the car, was crying. We started to walk into school. I was holding his hand, and he just got more intense with his feelings. Mommy, I just don't want to go to school today. I just don't want to be here today. And I realized in that moment that I had a choice to make. One, I could do pretty much what everyone always tells you to do. Drop them off, forget about it. Even if they're crying, screaming, reaching for you, know that 5 minutes later they're going to be fine. And I had a pretty full day. Or I could see if we could hit the reset button, which is something that I've learned and practiced for myself. I just not yet tried it with Tyler. And so we're already inside the building, and walking toward his classroom, and he was just so visibly upset. And I said, "You know what, honey?" I said, "I have an idea. Come with me." And he said, "Well, where are we going?" And we walked right back out to the car. I put him in the front passenger seat. I sat in the driver's seat, and I opened up my Spotify, and I turned on our favorite song, his favorite song, and it became my favorite song for that period of time because it was his, and he just got so excited. And it was, of course, Bruno Mars, 24 Karat Magic. And so we just blasted it, as loud as I could get it to go, and we car danced for however long that song is. People literally walking by, little kids kind of pointing, tugging on their parents like, "What are they doing?" And we're just car dancing, and we're, playing the drums on the dashboard, and singing the words, and just kind of let it out. We just kind of hit the reset button. And, so 5 minutes later, I turned off the music, and we sat there for a moment, and I said, "So how are you?" And he said, "I'm better." I said, "Well, do you think we could give this another try?" And he said, "Yeah." And granted, it could have gone either way, where he would have dug his heels in even deeper, saying, "No, I don't want to go." But it didn't. We gave it a shot. We hit the reset button, and then he's like, "Yeah, let's do it." So we walked in, back in, walked him all the way to his classroom. He had a smile on his face, gave me a hug, and went off to enjoy his morning at preschool. And it was confirmation for me that it works. The opportunity to, when things aren't going your way, or you're struggling in some way, shape, or form, which happens to us all. It can be, hey Jonathan, how are you? I'm glad it's a beautiful day in Germany. Yes, it is a beautiful day here as well, and I get to relax here and chat with you guys before I dive back into work, because this is definitely not work. But, if you're struggling with something, and sometimes it could be just struggling in the moment, or it could be struggling for a day or a week or a month, life can throw some challenges our way. There is contrast for us to move through. But today I just want to encourage you to find what your different reset buttons could be. And for me, I do like to car dance. Bruno Mars is great for car dancing. My boyfriend, Justin Timberlake, he is my boyfriend. I mean, like, if you see him on the street, you don't have to tell him I said that. But Justin Timberlake, the Can't Stop the Feeling, that's a good one. But any of your favorite songs, car dance, backyard dance, living room dance, those are always great opportunities to just kind of reset, to just clear your mind, get back into the moment, and let those worries, the fears, the anxiety, the frustrations, the anger, the fear, the doubt, whatever it is that might be invading that precious heart of yours, set them aside for a moment and hit the reset button. And other ways you can do it, if you meditate. Meditation is incredibly powerful. Science continues to back it up more and more and more and more. And I know for some people, meditation feels like it's a bit too esoteric and kind of out there. So just think of it as a presence practice. Coming to a quiet place, or turning on some kind of guided form of meditation or presence practice where you're able to just kind of draw your attention away from the things that are bringing you down and just come into the moment and find a few moments of joy. Find some breaths of contentment and of peace. So any kind of presence practice, whether it be meditation, prayer, singing, writing, if you journaling, drawing, painting, these are all opportunities to just step into the present moment and find an opportunity to fill your cup. I also am a huge proponent of the power nap. So if you have an opportunity, if you're having a rough day and there's some way you can kind of squeeze in the opportunity for, a 15-20 minute power nap, I think that can be incredibly helpful as well. Hugely beneficial. I do love the power nap. I don't get them very often, but when I do, they are precious, and that is like an ultimate reset button for me. So the encouragement today is just to know that, a lot of times we start off our day with the best of intentions, and I meditate every morning, and I enter into the day and all is well, and then by the time we're done breakfast, it's like all heck breaks loose. We're like, so I hope to make it beyond breakfast most days, but and I usually do. But there are so many times that life throws something at us. And for me this morning, I woke up, we had ants in the kitchen. Can't stand it. And so that kind of just threw me. I woke up in this great mood. Tyler and I are having fun. We're playing with our Legos. And then I opened the cabinet and ants. And I'm like, And it just, shook me out of my happy place. So if anything happens in your day, from the most mundane to, some ants, to the most traumatic, things can shake us out of our happy place. But we can choose to hit the reset button. We can choose to do something with our time and attention that will take us back to a place of peace and of contentment, and of reminding us that, when all's said and done, life's pretty good. Yes, it can be challenging. Yes, it can be tough. But all is well. All is well, and life is good, and you get this one big, brilliant, beautiful life that we know of for sure, and you have this day that you have been gifted. There are those that didn't wake up today, but you did, and you're here, and it's okay that things shake you out of your happy place. It's okay, but just know that the day's not gone. Oh, thank you, Anne. Love you, sister. The day is not gone just because of a bad moment or a bad string of moments. You can take a deep breath, or several of them, and find different ways, play with different ways. It can be trial and error. I had no idea that a car dance would put me back in my happy place. Or, I do dance in my backyard sometimes. Maybe I'll post that later. But it just works, and that works for me. So find something that can work for you. I've found along the way that everyone has something. Everyone has something, if not a list of things that they can turn to that will help direct them back to a place of peace and contentment and even joy. So with that, I just want to wish you those things: peace, contentment, and just sheer joy throughout your day, throughout your everyday. But if at any point you get shaken out of that, then start incorporating ways to hit the reset button. Okay? So let me know how it goes for you. So with that, have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day, and I will look forward to connecting with you again next Thursday, 10 a.m. Pacific, if not sooner. And until then, I will just see you in digital land. Bye.